Hello everyone and welcome back to the Whims Legacy Challenge here in Niche, where we are continuing to follow our wonderful whimsical tribe as they try to survive through all of the whims of the nicheling gods that are thrown at them, including, having to randomize absolutely everything about their lives, pretty much, from the mutations we get to use in the mutation menu, to which islands they get to visit, to how many nichelings can be in each tribe, and even a little bit about some of their personalities. But right now we are between determining tribe size and currently following the life of Gotali, who I am realizing has taken some hits. I can't remember if he was sickly or if I accidentally drowned him as a child. It can happen by accident in the nicheling world, I will admit it, but it hit me. I really like him. He is one of the best swimming nichelings I have ever had. I feel as though the seers of the sea are reaching through history and have gently put their paws on his ram horns, passing on the blessings of their people to him, even if he cannot crack open these clamshells. And to be a proper seer of the sea, if you guys remember that amazing, beautiful series that we had, did require that you had the ability to open the clamshells to interpret the way that the pearls in the sand would be arranged to determine the fate of your tribe. Well, we can't do that with Gotali, but he is one of the best nichelings I have ever had for swimming. I think that actually Coast is a little bit better at swimming. He's 5 swimming, but he's got like that fishing ability. This guy is like a shark, a torpedo shark, able to zip through an entire school of fish and just eat them up, which is becoming increasingly important as he actually can allow 16 nichelings at once into the tribe, and as a result, we're going through our food a little faster. And I've been so distracted trying to have very many beautiful water-bodied babies, even with our random nicheling legacy that we're doing. And so sometimes their genes will be changed against my will. But I've been so busy trying to have all these beautiful water-bodied babies, I haven't really been paying attention very much to the food or to the nesting material. And that could possibly be a bit of a problem. So I'm actually hoping maybe we can take some of these nichelings, such as Lasimi, who is sickly, so we also have to keep her away from the tribe anyway, and we might start adventuring in the grasses a little bit more, even though the main group of our Whims tribe is quickly becoming water-based creatures, and I'm having an amazing time getting an opportunity to actually work in the water for once. I think it'd be really useful to maybe go and search and, oh no! What do you think you're doing here with your double, deformed paws? Get out of here, spit snout! The only redeeming factors that you seem to have, Mr. Rogue, are your large body and that stinky tail. You're still not getting close to my girls. What are you doing? Get out of here. I've got claws, I've got poison fangs. We will defend ourselves, especially because the absolutely gorgeous Anakosi apparently has somebody sneaking up behind her. That is not how we play this game. That is not happening. Especially because a rogue baby would use up one of the slots that we have for the numbers of nicheling allowed in the tribe. That can't happen. But anyway, I was going to say, what if we have some of the more land-based creatures that I'm not sure if we will possibly work with breeding, if it's clear that we don't immediately need their immunity genes. And so far we don't, because Ismi is having healthy children with many of the males. Nobody is sneezing into the water just yet, after all. But what if we go searching for a healing plant and then try to keep Gotali alive a little bit longer? 16 is a really high number of tribe members that we can be allowed for once, and I really want a chance to have many more babies with him and his brothers, because we can get that water body just spread all over the place, and even if we release them so that they're wandering nichelings, those genes will be around, and we can continue to breed them up and continue to create an amazing torpedo line of swimming nichelings who can wander through the whole beautiful watery world and use them to eventually move on and unlock some of the difficult to reach other genes that we need to find, like some of the big ears or the Barina ears or the Barina claws, all of the things that are hidden away in the glaciers. Normally when we go and find those things, we walk across the ports And we spend forever on each island. And I just think it'd be so cool with the Whims to see how long we can stay fast and water-based, where we don't even really go inland very much. And if we do, it'll be up the like streams here and then up the lake, and then we can try to like raid what's near the waterways and keep moving. I think that would be really, really fun to turn the Whims into kind of like a watery nomadic whale tribe that possibly could do a lot with the upcoming Whale Island update. Are you guys following the niche Twitter? Because if you're not, you are missing out on a whale of a good time. Though actually they haven't shown the whales yet. They have shown the palm trees and the flying mechanics. And for those of you asking, we are going to be having the Whims stay with us if the save file is compatible with the update, and I'm very much looking forward to that, because imagine playing, and we'll have some normal nicheling tribes where it's not blind genetics, of course, and we'll probably be doing a lot of streaming too, but imagine playing with the Whims with the ability to add in like flying and all of the other genes. I think there's like peacock tails that's expected in the update. We'll have to see just how much they're going to add. And I know that they're going to continually keep adding to it with updates all the time, as long as like the game continues to sell well. So if you haven't gotten it yet, I really want to see peacock tails, so please support it. But we are going to keep the Whims for all of those things, because it is so much fun to leave what the looks and the abilities of our nichelings are up to the whims of the nicheling gods. So today we got to take care of that rogue. We need to gather up more material. I can have one more baby. Unfortunately, we did lose Sorasi's mother. At least she passed on very many water body babies. We do have Kukuki here, but he is passing on his deformed paw. I don't really want that, but maybe it's still useful to have a few of his children so that we can possibly when he has got the deformed paw, but so that we can possibly just keep the immunity genes going around the place. So I think if I was going to have him have a child, would it be with Makomi? Maybe. And I would give her normal eyesight, because, oh no, he's given short-sighted eyes to his daughter. Curses. Okay, so we'll probably release 2 of his children to be like wandering cousins that we can possibly breed back into the tribe. And I think we will have him breed with Makomi, and we will allow them to have a child just to see what that would be like, because I think other than like a super strict main line that I'll kind of prune, like a little bonsai tree with our family tree here, I think I'm going to start releasing a lot of cousins in this area. And when we move on, we'll take just like the best of the best that we have bred up with us. But in order to do that, I need to avoid the rogue nicheling that's coming for us. And I do want Anakosi to have a chance to have some children. Maybe with Katali, we might go ahead and just risk that, because she is absolutely gorgeous. Yeah, you made a big mistake here, Mr. Rogue Male. I don't know what you thought you were up to, but no! Makomi, why? She did her best. We attacked. We fought back, and it wasn't good enough. Oh my goodness, that's terrible. That's just awful. What am I gonna do? Oh dear. All right, get out of here. She should like have the ability here. We're gonna have like Kukuk here come over. He's going to try to defend the poor Makomi. Oh my goodness. Oh no, and he left his baby undefended as a result. Help, Lasimi. Don't get too close to the baby, because you have like you're sickly, but at least we're closer than like not defending her at all. And then Ana Kosi is gonna come on down, and she and Gotali will go ahead and possibly think about having a baby. I will let her be the one to have the next child. Now, Anakosi needs to be given something to pass on genetically. That's my new rule, is every time we breed a nicheling, we must use the random generator to determine what mutations they have. And let's see, Gotali has the platypus beak for the sake of having another alternative way to feed off of the bottom. And I really want Anakosi to actually pass on her toxic body. And that's where we run into a bit of a problem when it comes to making water-breathing nichelings, because toxic body will be tossed to the side if we have water body. So I'm actually going to give her gills so that we can give her underwater breathing. So hopefully any of her children could maybe have toxic body and underwater breathing, because I think that'd be really amazing. And I know a lot of you guys are going to be upset because gills are not as good, but I just really want the look of toxic body is kind of what I'm going for here. And hopefully, I mean, she's the last of the toxic body line, and I just don't want to lose that because it's been such an amazing addition to the tribe. And this is the only other way other than eating from here, which normally my nichelings end up partially drowning before they manage to reach these things. And I always run out of the underwater breathing ability before I remember to get my nichelings out of deep water. So we're just going to go ahead and give her gills. Whew, I hope that was an okay decision. And I know a lot of you guys are probably pretty upset. I'm sorry. And then we're going to give her... Oh, okay. So then the trait that the nicheling gods have determined... This is so ironic. Are you kidding me? The trait the nicheling gods have determined she will be giving to her children is gills, actually. That's really ridiculous, but I'll go ahead and put it in, even though it's literally just the same thing, because that is what I rolled, actually. That's really funny. That's really funny. Okay, the nicheling gods definitely want her children to have gills. I'm a little perturbed because it's kind of a waste of a mutation gene, but I also think that's kind of hilarious from a story standpoint. So there we have it. All right. All right, so otherwise, let's see. We're going to get... Oh, Tadatukir! Look at how fast you are, my little friend. And he can crack open clamshells. I think that little Tambiwa would be quite pleased to have this little guy show up. And I think Vanu... Yeah, Vanu is Shelly's son. And I think is Ismi and Shelly just hands down have the best children. So we'll have them pair up. And Coast... Maybe he and Lasimi could possibly meet up. That might be able to be a thing that we can do. They both have terrible eyesight. Lasimi is unfortunately going to pass away pretty soon. But if I give her normal eyesight too, let's go ahead and do that. Just because I think that might be a pairing that we'll try. So if I give her normal eyesight, then she is supposed to pass on. Hang on. And then let's see. Sorry, I have to do the math really quickly. So she would have to pass on chestnut brown fur. Okay, so that's what the nicheling gods have given her. So chestnut brown fur and the normal eyesight are what they assigned her. Okay. I can live with that. But I think Coast might come up and he might just be enchanted with her. And now she is pregnant, but we'll have to stay away from her a little bit because she is sickly. And now we have several pregnant females. Let's go ahead and just like round it out. Why not? Shelly is coming up. He's super excited about all of these kids. And he's like, oh man, there's just so many children everywhere, which is awesome. And it's true. And little Vanu wants to start doing some like deep sea exploring. He found some fish. That's going to get Tumbiwa's attention because Tumbiwa loves fishing. And he found a razorina. Ooh, I guess being a little shark would help like Tumbiwa just be able to tackle those razorina. And now we have a whole bunch of pregnant females, one on the nest, so I cannot put Ismi on the nest as a result, because she unfortunately would put us over the number of nichelings that were kind of allowed per episode. But I'll say that she has a hunger craving. How about that? And she's going to come up here and dig up some roots in just a second. And then we'll start releasing some of these little juniors in just a moment. Like little Riri. Let's see. Whoops. Okay, don't mouse over any of her things. But little Riri, well, we could release her to like kind of swim around the area. We've got quite a few water bodies kind of going on. I want to keep an eye on them. But let's see what babies we end up with. No, sickly baby. Curses. We played it too close to the cuff and we got a sickly baby. But she's got the purple eyes. She's got the beautiful purple eyes and water body. Oh my goodness. I am so excited about that. So Anakosi's child with Gotali actually is a little girl who looks so much like her dad that I am so enchanted. Unfortunately, she is sickly, but she does have those beautiful purple eyes that harken back to the beautiful blue-bodied, purple-eyed heart stealer that we had last generation. Oh my goodness, that makes me miss him so much. That was a really cool guy. All right, so let's see. Is that rogue anywhere nearby? He is not. We need to start kind of making room in our tribe. So let's start releasing. Oh, no you don't. I see you, leech. Are you gonna come any closer to me, leech? We'll start releasing some of the younger guys. I feel like Dukukir. I see you. No, we got bleached. Okay, there we go. No, I see you. Get away from me, leeches. I don't have time for you. At least it does provide a good food source. We are kind of clipping through our food pretty quickly, though. All right, so let's see. Riri, we're going to release you. Tadaduk, let's see. You have... Is that a deformed paw? I can't really see. Yes, it is. It is unfortunately a deformed paw. So I'm going to go ahead and release him, and we'll kind of just keep an eye on him. And then also, let's see, is that a deformed paw or is that... I can't really tell. It is. So we'll go ahead and release Dooku as well. And we'll also release Dukir because I think he has... Yeah, he also has a deformed paw. So we'll release all of them to kind of like wander the area. And that will actually let our females continue to have more babies, which is what we really want. So there we go. All right, young boys. Time to go out on some grand adventures. Off you go. Off you go. Apparently we have very, very independent young ones in this tribe when it comes to the young males. And we'll keep little Vanu around because he really fits a lot of the traits we're going for. And Gatali, I really, really wish that your daughter had had more abilities that we're going for, but hey, what are you gonna do? All right, we'll have her mom, Anakosi, come down into the nest, and there you go. See, the boys are moving around. We'll catch up with them. We'll see what they're doing in a little bit. And Gatali will stay nearby to kind of keep an eye on his children. And Tambuiwa, I don't know why. I just think Tambuiwa has like been completely taken with little Vanu and wants to take him under his wing or his gill, his fin, I suppose you would say, to kind of keep an eye on. And Mikomi, apologies. I think that she and Kukukir will come back over here if she can make it that far. Okay, she can't really make it that far, so I'll scooch her over here, make her comfortable. She can start having a little nest. So that would put me at 2 more babies. Sarasi, we're going to go ahead and have Sarasi kind of jump down here, and she's going to work her way around. She also has a deformed paw, so I'll kind of let her wander around. See, these boys, Dukir, already wandering about. We'll be able to utilize them for genetic resources if we need to in the future. Lasimi, you go ahead, make yourself comfortable, my dear. Just have a nice little nesting spot. Kukukir is going to just like tidy up his old nest and keep an eye on his daughter. He's sickly because he fell in love with Mikomi, which I can't really blame him because she's kind of gorgeous. And then Ismi can come on down, and she is not sickly. And son, out of the way, son. And I think Coast would definitely stay over here to keep an eye on his new mate, Lasimi. There we go. And Izmi will come over and settle in next to Anako, and the ladies can just kind of dig in the dirt looking for some worms for a second. And meanwhile, we'll keep an eye on Kosi. I very much like her. She's beautiful, and she definitely has a lot of the traits that we're going for our swimming nichelings. It's just such a pity that she unfortunately did end up with the with the downside of having the bad immunity genes. Oh, and there's another school of fish. We really want that, though. We want some fast swimmers who can go after tons of schools of fish. So let's have Shelly. I don't want to send him too far away, actually, because he's getting older. But hopefully, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh no, that's gonna give me too many nichelings. Dang it, I didn't calculate that. Okay, we'll have to release another one. I didn't realize we had 4 pregnant females on nest. Sorry, that was an accident. That's so cool. Oh my gosh, guys. Okay, hang on 1 second. Oh my goodness, hang on, this is so cool. All right, little Riri, you're awesome, sweetie. But we're gonna go ahead and release you because I just want to have a ton of babies at the moment. You're gonna dig for some worms. We're gonna get rid of that leech. All right, we're gonna go ahead. She's gonna be a little Omega. and we'll have her mom gently kick her out of the tide pool and be like, off you go, sweetie. There we go. Sorry about that, guys. I didn't mean to get over the limit like that. But Tanunu! Tanunu! You are so cool! Look at him, guys. Look at him. I like him a lot. He has got he's got platypus. He's got the stinky tail. He's amazing. I love this child. He is so cool. And he is not sickly like his beautiful sister Kosi is. So I think I want to definitely try to get a few more of that line for sure. So let's check out the other areas. Oh my gosh, Kirkirvan. Actually, not too terribly bad. He does have one deformed paw, so we'll be releasing him to kind of wander. Not like kicking him out of the tribe. There's truly enough ocean. What is that saying? There's enough fish in the sea for everybody or something like that. And it stands true for our tribe as well. So we'll be releasing him so he can kind of wander, and we'll meet up with him in the future. Sarasi, we can actually go ahead and release as well. So I'll have her dad, Kukukir, do that. We'll send her up here. So she can be like, Dad, I'm old enough to go join my brothers adventuring. And Kukukir, our wanderer, can be like, all right, good luck, honey. There we go. So we sent them out. We'll have little Vanu over here nibble some nuts. I think he'd prefer clam meat, but you know, you got to take what you find. Oh, and speaking of clam meat, Tambiwa just found some down there. Look how cool the water body looks from the back with that fin. That is so cool. All right, let's see. So what next? Makomi going to go ahead and get away. It's him again. Away, you foul beast. Makomi. She will go ahead and she will make her little nest if she can. This is so sad. I'm just gonna stick her nest right here. She's probably gonna get everybody sick, but I'm just doing my best. And then we have Anala, who unfortunately does not have the water body trait, but she is a stunningly beautiful striped nicheling who has the ability to dig and to crack nuts. And so she might be really good just to kind of keep on the back burner as a source of possibly important recessive genes that Lacemi has been passing on. Because if you notice, Lacemi is sickly, but Anala is not. So maybe she is passing on some very important genetics to her daughter there. We might want to play a little bit more with that. And then finally, Ismi has had Kirku. Look at him. Another guy with digging paw and who has no ability to do any fishing at all. But he does have water body. His fertility is middling, but at least his eyesight is normal. So if nothing else, he can help to kind of push the schools of fish into a corner. Still in love with Tanunu, by the way, who does have the ability to fish a little bit. So how are we going to line these guys up? If I had to pick, Ismi has a little bit longer to live. Shelly does not. This would be his last child. Anakosi is extremely young. Gotali is not. So I need to keep an eye on that as well. Kosi, little Kosi, I think will kind of climb up here, but she's a water creature at heart and will dive in as soon as she's big enough. Shelly, I think I'm going to send over here, because he and Ismi have had some really fantastic kids. So I think they would make a great couple. And then we'll go ahead and have Anna Kosi come over and become pregnant, but we can't put her in the nest just yet. She'll tear apart that old nest. I think these ones are kind of fussy about old nest, because I mean, they're in the water all the time too. But we can't put her on the nest because we already have Ismi on the nest to have her baby. All right. Meanwhile, Tambuiwa, who has bad eyesight, can at least jump around. He's very good at swimming. I think Gotali would definitely come on down. We're looking for fish. Oh, we found a crab. It may not be a fish, but it's definitely something. And I just think that they would love swimming. And this is Shelly's last day, which makes me pretty sad. Curses. All right, and Coast, Lacemi passes away in 2 days. Let's go ahead and have her become pregnant, because I do think she's carrying some pretty important recessive genes. And then, oh, I'm going to have her scoot over here. And I'm going to have Coast stay close to guard his daughter, Anala. There we go. Whew, we've got quite a bit going on. But but that's also because I'm trying to really churn out the nichelings right now, which sounds a little bit confusing, but if we move quickly, we have a whole bunch of spare genetics running around, and I feel like we need to be a little bit bolder with utilizing the nichelings we release from our tribe, because they're still on this island. They aren't going to go anywhere, and we can find them. So if they're just like so genetics, we can release them, find them later when the time comes, and focus on utilizing the really cool genetics to have as many babies as possible now. But alright, Izmi, you and Shelly have had so many beautiful children. Will it be another stunning water-bodied yellow sun? Let's see. Goodbye, Shelly. It is! Oh my gosh. It's like he literally has a younger twin. That is hilarious. They look exactly like each other. Oh no, and somebody else died. Yeah, that was Shelly. That was Shelly, and then... Oh no, she never got to have her baby! I forgot how she loses 2 days every day that she's sickly. That is so sad. Aww. And then over here, unfortunately, is Lala does have a deformed paw. So Kukukir is, every single one of his children has a deformed paw, unfortunately. So we will probably, and I think they all have short sight. Yeah, I don't think that Kukukir's genes are needed any longer for this family tree, to be completely honest. But holy canoodle, I really love Tanunu. He's so cool. Look at his white platypus beak. That is awesome. I don't think I've ever seen a white platypus beak before. This mix that we end up with when we do these random genes is just so amazing. And Kosi of the beautiful purple eyes is old enough to start moving around, and I could definitely see how she could win over Vanu's heart. I mean, look at her. She's gorgeous. And I just get this like very intense, very serious aura from her that I think, especially because she's a sickly nicheling, that I think might send Vanu searching for a medicine plant so that she can live longer. Drama and romance happening here in the Whims legacy. So I will see you guys next time, where we are going to get rid of that leech before it reaches us, and we are going to see what other beautiful babies we can have and we can raise up before the torch is passed from Gotali, who has unfortunately only got a couple days left, to one of the many young nichelings in our tribe, and we'll have to figure out who is best for the job next time. So I'll see you guys then. Bye-bye.